All right, everyone, we're gonna give this a try and see what happens here. Yeah, that is right as I'm starting, my internet just starts dropping for a couple seconds at a time. Of course, it's always, it's Xfinity. Instead of fixing their problems, they just decide to bribe politicians to make sure they don't have competition as much. Yeah. So hey everyone, afternoon, Felonious, Jason, Kath, Wow, Jaina, Blezo, thanks for joining as well. Jenny, I do have a Twitch channel, but I don't stream on it anymore. I dropped Twitch a couple years ago just to stream entirely on YouTube. Just decided it'd be better to stream on YouTube instead because afterwards, when I'm not streaming, I still have discoverability here. But, on Twitch, if you're not streaming, you're not being found, pretty much. You have to bring people from other platforms. So I just figured, why split it up? Why not just focus on one? All right, so maybe they got their problems fixed and we're starting to get a little stable now. Timmy has been, calmly waiting with this sitting right here in front of his face and not trying to get it. So, you want this? You want it? It's the last one till dinner. You want it? You want it? Okay. Now. Yes, thank you. Now, tell everybody who's whoa. Tell everybody, do you want it? Say you want it. I don't think they heard that. Say it, Timmy. Sound off. Sound off. Oh, that's mean. Speak louder. Aw. All right. Fine. Shake hands. Good. Shake other hand. Good. Now, who's my buddy? That's it. You gotta keep him on his toes, We gotta make him learn stuff. Do I recommend people to buy Planet Crafter? Definitely say if you like at least right now, more relaxed style of game. Like if you like something kind of like, say, Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley's got enemies and you do fighting, but if you like something where you don't have to fight, you just want something relaxed and your whole survival is basically food and the elements, food, water, and the environment kind of thing, minus predators. Get Planet Crafter because there's no enemies. You're not being attacked. Now, that could always change when they add some more content later on. There's still the whole theme of the big alien-looking door and the idea they're supposed to be putting stuff behind it. So they may add some kind of ancient aliens that we end up having to fight with or something like that. But right now, if you like a relaxed game style, I would go with that. If you want something a little bit more combat-oriented or something where you have to worry about defending, if you don't have it already, go for The Forest. Good stable game right there. They've got Sons of the Forest coming out February. So if you haven't played The Forest, good one to get into. A lot of base building. It's kind of tedious because of the amount of resources you need for certain things and how to transport them. But it's a good balanced game overall. And plenty of combat oriented parts of it and kind of tense, frightening parts of it, I would say. I have played Satisfactory, but I just can't get into it that much. I think the most I've done in a game save was about 20 hours in, and then I just lost all interest once I had to start sitting there and very carefully trying to plan out how much I would produce from one thing and how to split it to go here or do that. And I was like, yeah, this feels like a job. So, if they ever give an option for cutting it down a bit in Satisfactory, I'd be glad to go and play with it in its current state. I am not a factory management gamer. I don't like doing that. So Satisfactory fails at that part because it's just so overkill on it. It's too much on more of that hyper realistic side of it than I prefer with something like that. And again, Comcast Xfinity is just, If it wasn't for them bribing politicians, they'd be out of business because their service is horrible. So they've got, I know somebody posted something from one of the, development, experimental bills that they were adding content behind the door in Planet Crafter. Just, not officially like, oh yeah, this is complete yet or anything on that. Yeah, I'll play Subnautica 3 whenever it comes out, assuming they are still going to do a Subnautica 3. At least as long as it stays true to the original games. If they decided, and I don't think they will because it would be too far off of the formula, but if Unknown Worlds decide, hey, we're going to do like an MMO type thing where it's online and you play with other people, probably not going to play it because that kind of gets too far away from the styling of the first two games. It's about that isolation is what helped the first game work so well, is that you're really alone on the planet. You're not interacting with other people. You get communication from other people, but you don't actually talk to them. And then BZ, there's just way too much conversation going in it, in my opinion, that it cut down on the whole sense of actual isolation. So I just expect it to be a case of no, it'll be staying with the same formula, but if they did decide to change the formula significantly like that, then no, I would not play it then. I gotta sneeze, but I'm trying not to sneeze on your ears. And at the same time, every time I think I'm about to sneeze, it goes away. Timmy's already done with his treat. And my network, or my internet is dropping significantly again. Let me file a complaint. Big complaint on this. This is getting annoying. Yeah, it should not be that. Sanchez, hi. All right. Again, I don't know how well this is going to go. We may end up having to cut it short today because I'm just having problems. It's hard to stream when, your internet provider is not letting you stream. I wonder if there's any precedent for a streamer suing their internet provider over lost revenue. Like somebody, not me, not like me, but somebody that, it's their full-time income, maybe makes $10,000 a month or something like that. Like, I couldn't stream for 5 days because my internet was down. I'll stream for 5 days because my internet was down or my internet was unstable. And that cost me X amount of revenue that I would normally make. I wonder if anybody's actually tried to sue over that. It'd be interesting to see somebody go and sue their internet provider and win because their internet was down or just insufficient for what they paid for, and it caused them problems because it was part of their whole business thing. I would think that would probably require like for somebody to win that, they'd have to be like, oh well, they have to pay for business internet, not residential, because you probably streaming from your house, but like I'm streaming from my house, mine's residential. I'm sure for that guarantee, you'd have to go with like, oh no, you should be, if it's business, you should have business internet, and that only costs like 4 times as much for the same service. Let me get this going and see how well we can do. I'll just, there he goes. Taking a moment to pick up. Okay, let's give this a shot. See how far we can get Hopefully, internet doesn't just completely die. If I suddenly go silent completely for a couple minutes, then you know what happened. All right, so we're gonna do some trees today, cause last time we did a ton of rockets. See how much my oxygen is going up. Heat, pressure, biomass, not so much. I mean, well, heat and pressure, we did do a lot of rockets for that too, but not as many. So we got 50 attraction, 50 protection, you know, so heat, pressure, big boost to those, 50,000% boost. But I got the 80 sea sprayer rocket. I'm still going to work towards a setup to do as many as I can at one time. We did 60 last stream in one go, you know, just built them all before the first one could complete, launched them all, and it was a big bouquet of rockets, and it was interesting. But yeah, I'm going to try to get the 100 rockets, go for that, but that's going to take some time to build up the supplies for it, so we're not doing that today. We're going to focus on the the tree spreaders, because I've got oxygen boosted so much, why not take advantage of it? So let me get my hand in the right place. All right, so tree spreader, fertilizer tier 2, the zeolite, tree bark, that's not a problem. Bacteria sample is actually going to be okay, you know, just the algae, but of course I am going to use algae for fertilizer, and then the algae for fertilizer tier 2. So really, for each tree spreader, that's 7 algae I have to use per tree spreader. Sulfur, the water shouldn't be a problem now. It's really the algae. I'll have to put some more algae spreaders out again, which is not such a big deal. You know, I got supplies. But yeah, we're gonna... Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's what I did. We're gonna go for that because, you know, I wonder if... I can't remember. Did I let all of... No, I didn't let all of it. It was too close to the end. So I wonder if we're gonna get any storms happening from the last set of rockets today. Right now, this seems to be a regular dust storm, but that'd be funny to have that happen. All right. Well, let's get some food picked, because I'm gonna need a bunch of eggplant and squash. Yeah, we'll just, you know, I'm gonna keep an eye on it as much as I can, see what's happening. Hopefully, yeah, we don't lose connection too much. Hey, Xbox, you've been absent quite a bit lately, but you made it today, so that's good. Okay, there goes that. And, you know, oh. It's not just the tree spreaders. I also have to worry about this stuff. So I got to do the mutagen, and well, the tree bark's already done. That's fine. I got a spot for mutagen. I just really don't want to have to travel over there every time to load up mutagen. And I'm going to do the seeds. So I got to figure out what the seed load is going. Actually, I know what. Oh, I know what I need. Let me pull up the item codes real quick. Item IDs, because I'm needing it for this. Let me see where they are. We're going to be doing, what's the, well, you know what, let's do the mutagen. I know it has mutagen. It's just mutagen 1, so it's not, you just name it mutagen. We gotta make sure we get the right name for it. So I think what I'm going to do is I've got unnamed ones here. So I'm just going to throw the star mutagen 1. That should have it automatically pull the mutagen from there, so I don't have to go elsewhere. And then, let's see, we're going to do the... What was it else? Ah, hit the wrong button again. Mutagen, the tree bark, we got that, and then I need the seeds. So what's the ones for the seeds? All right. Okay, yeah. So I want to say that the mod I'm using for this is supposed to be able to pull, I think, all the seeds. But I'm not sure on that. Let's see. Auto sequence DNA mod has, so like tree root, fertilizer, flower seed. Okay, so it will pull anything in that. I could just mark it as flower seed. Okay. I was about to say, again, I keep doing that. I thought there's a way to do it for all of them, because like there's larva that covers any of them you put in, and then there's or the main ones. So we get the star flower seed, which gets that, and that should, yeah, that should be it. So flower seed covers for all of the tree seeds. That's hopefully it. All right, so first thing I want to do is let's get stuff being made. I need to get supplies going. No reason why I may put out even more algae spreaders today. Get a point where I just want to have it. I go, you know, with that, I'm almost to the point. If I had like a way for the mod to work the same on that, I could do almost just have it be like star algae or whatever, and put it in a container, you know, storage set up down by the water's edge. Or you build like a little platform out there. I just go in the water, jump out onto the platform, toss all the algae into lockers that are named appropriately, and then it's available everywhere else. But unfortunately, I don't think the mods are actually going to support that kind of connection. I think it's only going to be if it's still in range. Like that has to be up there for me to build the rockets. So it'd be nice to have something like that where you could auto, again, I still want like an automatic from the algae generator to storage type of thing, or an algae generator that has built-in storage that auto collects on its own. You just basically go out there and grab stuff. I'm still waiting for something like that in the game, and that was perfect. Okay, so all right, let's cost this out. So I gotta do a mutagen for, or no, I gotta do a bacteria sample. Plus I need a seed for each one, so I gotta do mutagen. So that's 2 bacteria samples. So that sits algae right there. Then I have 2 tier 2 fertilizer, which is gonna take another 6 or 4 algae each. Right? It's 2 fertilizer. Yeah, 2. So that's 8. That's 14 algae pieces for each tree spreader and the seed to go with it. Alright, so that's mutagen. Okay. So I got 1 bacteria. Yep, okay, I got that. So the mutagen. Oh wait, wrong spot. I got a spot over there, but it's not gonna draw from it. We'll go there. That pulled. Oh, I'm gonna have to make extra. Forgot, I'm gonna have to make extra because I have the 2 butterfly spots as well. Yeah, so I gotta let those fill up first. There it goes. Okay, so that should have both of the butterfly ones full. and I already have one down there for that. So that should be super alloy, and got plenty of that. Grab a tree root, which would not be a problem for that. And then the zeolite, that gives me that. So now I just need to grab seeds. Oh, whoa, you know what? Let's start with... Which one was it? I was doing... That's the one I'm doing for the forest. The twilight forest. So... we're gonna do that, I guess. I got a lot of these, so... Of those. That's 15. That should be a good set. That's 15. That should be a good set. So, take that. We're gonna throw it in here. I'm gonna dump on. Oh, might help if I put it in the right container, huh? There it goes. All right, so we had 15. It pulled one. That means I should come down here and see. Yep. Okay, it's processing. So we got sequencing going. So let's just do. So I can at least be letting all of that process. You know, this way, all of the tree seeds can be doing their thing. Yeah. Hopefully, hopefully not too bad as far as the connection. Or did it completely drop? Oh, okay. It's still being goofy. Let's eat. So I'm thinking, I'm not gonna put it here, but I need a place to build something, and we'll do it here. So no seed in it. I can just come up here and break them down. That makes it easy to keep them put together. I'll just, you know, six items, so 7 with the seed included. That's 5 total I can carry supplies for at a time. Let's get enough stuff going for 5. Get 5 of them built. That'll be 5 seeds, 5 tree spreaders. Yeah, having automated collection of algae would be super nice. Somebody please make a mod for that. Just take the same graphics, make you know, tier 3 algae generator that just collects the algae. It's like the bee hive, you know? It produces honey, you just walk up there and you take it out. You know, give me that on the algae side of things. 'Cause that would be fantastic. Alright, so I burned through 1 of those already. So I need a bacteria sample and 2 fertilizer. And of course I don't have anything in there, but I got bacteria samples already waiting. I'm not going to worry about that. So let's just do like that. So including the one I have below, that's 3 more. Or 4 more, counting the one below. So that's 5 total. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 alloy, 4 tree bark, and 4 zeolite. Okay. Alright. Let's check on my seed. Oh. It's not done. I also have one more thing I gotta do. What's the output for that? Product side tree seed. I need to have a spot for tree seeds to output. So, gotta do star tree seed. So that means I put the flower seeds in here. It pulls them through, gives me the tree seed here, and I'm good to go. So I'll just throw that. Oh, no. Let's go build this below like I was doing the other one. I just now have to wait for the seeds to finish. And that should... There we go. Actually, I think I held down at the end. I didn't want it giving that weird dinging effect. Yeah. I cannot make my own internet. You know how expensive that would be? I mean, to run the cables to connect anywhere like big enough to actually provide me access to everything else. I mean, that's unbelievably expensive. I mean, I had clients that had to pay Xfinity because that was the only carrier that would come to their location. Had to pay like Xfinity $20,000 just to run a connection there for like 100 megabit internet, and it was, you know, $20,000 for us to build out to you. It's just extremely expensive. Let me go ahead and take both of those. Just don't have to worry about that. I'm not like... Yeah, go ahead and get those going. I'll just keep building up some mutagen here while I, can. Until it matches the same amount here. So we already got one. Let's see. Yes! So, tree seed automatically pulls. The mutagen automatically pulls. I believe, or it should. Yes. All right, so that's working. So basically, now I've got that automated. I'm doing pretty good with the larva. I may actually move that stuff over here. I may just redo some of this as that setup. Like add the larva production thing here so I can have, like, here's the flower seeds, move it to here. Here's the tree seeds output. Here's the input larva. Here's the output larva. Just have it all here. Not worry about having to carry stuff over there. It'll just be all done in this base. The other base is where I was doing decorative stuff with it. So, I think part of Subnautica's success was it was the isolation. Yeah, this is an isolated feeling game. You're only one on the planet. We do find dead bodies, but that's not really such a big thing. They're probably gonna, going with the whole alien technology or ancient aliens here type thing too. But we do not have Leviathans. We don't have the life forms that are out, naturally occurring. We are bringing life forms to the planet during our terraformation. Yeah, we're going to have fish and regular animals and stuff eventually. But we're not encountering any kind of dangerous fauna like we do in Subnautica. And I think that's a big part of it, was the whole idea that, Subnautica could also, you get like, it's not themed directly as a horror game, but it has the right elements to make it kind of a horror game, especially when you're just going along doing your work and suddenly a roar of a Reaper Leviathan behind you and you're like, you get that shock value. And I think that was a big part of what made Subnautica work, along with they did a really good job on detailing out the environment, which is another reason why I don't expect to see any kind of open world design for Subnautica at any point, because again, if they do open world, they cannot be as detailed on some of the biomes. So with this game lacking the aggressive creatures, at least right now, I don't think this will be quite as successful as Subnautica was. I think in the end, this one will be a good one and will get a good bit of attention. Probably because it's a relaxing game. You know, yes, you gotta worry about running out of oxygen, food, and water, but it's not like that strenuous. This is a good one for people who just want to have something they can relax with at the end of the day after, you know, maybe a bad day at work. Which I think is, it's kind of like Stardew Valley, you know, for most parts, the relaxing game, other than like the bit of stuff you have to do actually to, you know, go fight in the caves and such. It's going to fit with a certain type of player, certain style of player and gameplay. You know, it may not have the same widespread attention that Subnautica got. You know, that's what I'm going with. Plus, this is really about building. I mean, this game is a lot of building involved. It's not like Subnautica where you get by with like a small base, or even doing just the Cyclops and saying, that's my base. This is it. My big floating submarine. And I'm just gonna, you know, this is my base. No, you know, in this game, we actually have to build a base, maybe more than one, you know, if you want to. And you're doing a lot of building for the sake of the terraforming. So there's a slightly different vibe to it as well. If somebody's not into the base building type of stuff, you know, they just like the survival side of it, maybe won't find this one as appealing. So I think it'll do okay. It's just not going to be that big of a deal for it. Make one more real quick. There we go. So that, yeah, that was a tier 2 I broke down. There's a tier 3. I had another one. Ready to go. Okay. And I got an Esper seed. That's one of the nice ones. That's gonna go in as well. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna take that too. I got 6 now I can place. I can only carry 5 items at a time. Even without the seeds. Still don't have enough room to carry what I need to build all those. Let's see how this is doing. 83%. Maybe worth doing a temporary third one or second one for the seeds to be produced. That's 5 more. Alright, so I should need 1 more mutagen. Alright, so 1 and 1. And then fill up that. There we go. Alright, so that should cover all of that. In fact, I may have used up all the meteors. You know, last time with all those rockets. The game may be out of meteors to throw at me after everything I did. Alright, so that's going. That should keep a steady consumption of tree seeds. Or tree bark, rather. And yeah, but yeah, I actually could throw in some of those. Like, let me see if I actually have any. I need to compress all of my lerma into one spot, because I might be doing a bunch of rockets off of that. I'm going to put these. Yes. Clearing some space. Finally on that. And speaking of clearing space, I gotta keep up on my other resources this time. Last time was good. I used a lot of certain resources to make all those rockets. I'm not doing that now. So those are going to fill up quite quickly. For sure. Alright, that's good. Oh yeah, look at that. Silicon filling up. know, I like this whole, even though it's a mod, you know, I do like the way, the simplicity of how this is set up with the items being pulled from storage and everything. Because, I mean, oh, that was full. It takes nothing, you know, to set up all of this for AFK style production, which I'm not saying AFK in the game. I'm just saying I like the idea of, you know, while I'm doing other stuff, all this stuff is working for me, so I don't have to keep up with it. And iron, I'm going to use a bunch of iron up. Keep building up that tower. So, yeah. Hi, FaZe. Millage, I guess. Cyclops is definitely better than the Sea Truck, I think, overall, because it is customizable. That is one of the biggest complaints I've had with the Sea Truck, the fact that there's no interior customization. We can't choose to build a locker on the wall. We can't choose to put a fabricator in a certain place. You gotta build the fabricator module. Great. But you got a fabricator, like, you know, here's, let me find, well, like, all right, here's the fabricator, and then you have a blank wall and a blank wall. Why not include some extra storage there? Or, as I suggested, why not have that be a battery or power cell station where you, it's not just like, not for charging batteries or power cells, but you add power cells in on the fabrication module, so when the modules are disconnected from the main Sea Truck, or if something happens, you lose the Sea Truck cabin and the modules are there by themselves, you have power to be able to do stuff. You know, the Sea Truck is still half-baked, in my opinion. Yeah, the new dock helps, but the Sea Truck itself is half-baked. Cyclops is better because you can customize it. I mean, imagine how frustrating it would be if you built a multi-purpose room and it was already set up with certain furnishings in certain places and you did not have a choice of where to put certain things. It's just you build the room and you got this. This is your layout. That's it. That's what you got. You can't, no, you don't, you can't put that locker there. No, you know, that would be a big turn off for a lot of players, I think. And that's one reason I think a lot of people don't like the Sea Truck is, again, you cannot treat it like a base. Like the Cyclops can be treated like a base. Favorite game? I don't have a favorite game. I like a lot of games, and then I have games I don't like. And I have games that I like at a certain moment. Like, I'm having fun with a certain one at this point in time, and then I have games where I'm like, I don't. I get tired of it. I get bored. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to take a break from this. Like, I mean, I still like Subnautica. I just don't want to play it right now. I have no interest in playing it right now. Same thing as, like, I like Ark, but I got to the point I just don't want to play Ark right now. I'm burned on it, you know. I'm much rather wait now for Ark 2 to release and then start fresh with that. I got 5 seeds. All right, it's not all 5 that I wanted. We're gonna go and do some with that. That's 5 seeds. See how close it is. 43. Let's go ahead and do those. I'll go ahead and place those down. Be fine. Wrong way. It'll be fine. So we'll take 5 seeds. And 5 of these. Just these. There we go. Exactly the amount I need. All right, now waterfall each, because we're gonna build around here. I think I'm gonna start moving this way. I still got a lot of open space over here, you know, so I'm just gonna, I've been doubling them up over here as well, like doing 2 together. Might as well grab some larvae while I have the opportunity. Let's go ahead and I'll throw in this one here. Actually, no, I'll do a different one. I'll do that in another spot. Be a good spot here. Like that. That. And that. And then I'll go way over here. And this will be where the next one gets placed. And it will get the other one of those seeds. I'll get that fancy one. There. Keep my eyes out for larvae. This has been a good spot for me to get some the fancy ones on occasion. Doesn't look like, I mean, I haven't harvested algae from here in a while. It looks like it's not really growing in very much. I think I'm just gonna take, yeah, I got to take these with me. I mean, I put them here to fill it in right now, but I actually need algae for production. Well, let's just go fill it in more over there. Done. All right. I'm liking this setup for that. I like, yeah, just do that. Boom. Go like that. To do 3 more. It's not gonna be even on each side like I was doing, but I can do. Oh, you know what? Redo that. I keep holding down control for the repeat builds, and that's where you run into that weird ding unavailable resources bug happening with the mod. So I don't want that happening. May actually relocate some of these and get them in even closer together, so I don't have to reduce my travel even further. Okay, so that is 14 algae producers right there. The beach. Yeah, and I just, at some point, I'm either going to run out of tree seeds for the spreaders, or I'll just get to the point that it's like, it's just, I'm, you know, seeing performance issues from it because of all the trees. Because that's happened in the past. There we go, like that. All right, so that should fill in pretty decently over here. Maybe my internet stabilized finally. Looks like it's starting to do better now. Okay, all right. Algae. That gives me a nice bump. Let's see how I'm doing. So, yep, we're on our way. Next one, so that's, including the one that's processing, that's another 10. So I'm gonna need, yeah, 10 more spreaders after this. Or supplies for 10 more. So I'll do what I did there. I'll just build them down below, then go and deconstruct them when necessary. First, let me see. How much do I have? I have got 24 tier 3 spreaders. So I just built 6. And I'm gonna build 10 more after this at least. If I get another 6 after that, it puts me at 40, and then another 10 after that. So yeah, let's go for trying to get maybe 50 today if I've got the seeds for it. There's 5 more of those. Organize. Yeah, 5 more of those. I got 2 more of those. I think I have some spare ones up here somewhere. I had some thrown up here for filler. Apparently, I used all those or moved them all. May have to go look for some seeds. Okay, so I'm going to need, again, for each one, a bacteria sample and 2 tier 2 fertilizer. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is like the riveting part of this. Oh, there we go. Ran out of algae. Yeah, okay, so I need whatever I can get. I need 3 for the next fertilizer. I need 2 for the upgrade fertilizers. So, yeah, I just need 5. Come on. 5 algae. Look at that. 6, 7, 8. Grab what I can. Oh yeah, they get some of these on the fringe. Starting. Oh, they're popping in a little late. It's kind of like, oh hey, you're getting close. Let's pop in. Let's show these now. Okay, let's start with that. Yep. So, 1, 2. All right, that's 5. Did it again. That's 5 more. I need another 5 after this. Probably also should check my, oh. It helps, I guess, if I get the air supplies as well, right? Probably should check my food storage now, see how much I'm draining out of that. So that's actually produced, the tree seeds are producing faster than, yeah, wow, okay. I may have backed up my super alloy spot now. There we go, it's 5. Yep. This is the 3rd storm event so far, and not a single meteor yet. I may actually have ran out of meteors. If I get no meteors this entire stream, however long Comcast Xfinity lets me go, if I get no meteors this stream, we're going to say that I used up all the meteors. We're just gonna say it. That happened last live stream. We used up all the meteors because I just launched too many rockets and just took them all out. No more meteors. Game is meteor free. All right, I'll need some more algae in a moment. For now, I need to do some upgrades. For the, I really don't, I mean, I guess I don't even need to upgrade these. I just go build outdoor farms. I would love to have some other options for the, for like an outdoor farm platform instead of just the foundation grid. Something that is like the floor section of one of these. Give me a floor piece. The lower part of it is like a nicer looking platform, kind of almost like the foundations in Subnautica. You know, looks a little bit more like it's part of the structure rather than just the foundation grid. And use that as like, okay, it builds on top of one of the rooms. You know, like have maybe even make it where it builds as a section. Doesn't have to be the size of the large compartment. It could be the size of one of the single compartments. And you just build like 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you build 4, they spread out like where how it's got this little dip here. Instead, it spreads across and it connects them into like a solid platform. But it's meant to be on top of, you know, one of these. It won't go on this. It goes on one of these. So you have like a rooftop type walking area. Just do that, and then I can just load up with a bunch of outdoor gardens that way, you know, on top of some of my buildings. Just everywhere outdoor garden above it. Make it, you know, look nice. Kind of got that, you know, oh, outdoor garden, rooftop garden. It's like kind of whimsical, you know, way. It's like, oh yeah, you know, that little go out there, lounge, look at the stars, watch for a big purple meteor. Yeah. So now I gotta wait for this again. It's more algae again. And it might be good. I know there's some places I have not emptied all of the items out yet from the containers. So it might be worth it to go to a few places and just check the containers again. The ones that are there. Rex, the hidden bases. And just be like, oh yeah, let me grab that. Oh, hey, look, I got their tree seed. You know, their seed lerma or something like that. I need to go look for some of those while I guess some of this stuff processes. Definitely getting a good bit of algae. Just want it automated. All right, chat got quiet real quick. Well, Xbot said he was leaving. He'll be back in 30 minutes. We started the stopwatch, the countdown timer, to, you know, hold him accountable, and everybody went quiet. What happened? I know I'm not like offline. I know I'm still streaming because I got it. I'm watching the playback too, so I know it's working. Oh, you know, I didn't even look. I didn't even compare the value earlier with before the oxygen. All right, so 520 million. Wonder how much I can grow that by. Like, that's only 8.5 million. That's 6.4 million, and then 520 million oxygen. Well, you know, we want a lot of oxygen. We like to breathe. Definitely should be pushing me on the way towards that breathable atmosphere, you know? I would like to be able to not worry about going and getting oxygen all the time. Just go out. Maybe like we got the air tank. Maybe, and then we have the water filter, so you can drink directly from lakes. Maybe instead of it just being breathable atmosphere, there should be stages. So we get, at a certain point, we get an air scrubber or something like that. That it looks kind of like the water filter thing. It's like a little add-on. This it'll fill up one of the other spots. You get like the tier 1, tier 2 type thing. Which I guess that one where you just get the oxygen scrubber. Just one. Yeah, just make one. Like there's the water filter. You got the oxygen scrubber. And based on what your terraformation tier is, or what percentage you are in the grand scheme towards getting a normally breathable atmosphere, it increases like a rebreather does in Subnautica. It gives an increase to how long you can breathe outside, how efficient your oxygen use is, because you're getting some oxygen from the atmosphere with the air scrubber attachment. So it's not adding a bigger tank, it's now using the slowly increasing oxygen levels to extend your the usage of the oxygen in the tank, because you're getting some scrubbed from the atmosphere. So you're breathing some in, but you're still using the tank. And just as you keep leveling up, it gives you more and more time for your tank to last, because you're getting more and more oxygen from the atmosphere. until eventually you just don't even need the tank. You can take the tank off because the oxygen level is good enough that the scrubber will provide you with any oxygen you need. Except in the case of like this, I'm underwater, I would still need the oxygen tank if I'm going underwater. So it's not like you want to, you just get rid of the oxygen tank. You're still gonna need it if you go in the water, because, you know, we're not scrubbing atmosphere in the water. You're thinking about how you're gonna do your new base area and your new gameplay. You talking about Planet Crafter, or you going back to Ark, or are you going to, what is it, Animal Crossing? You gonna do a base in Animal Crossing? What game are we talking about, Jenny? The world wants to know. And oh, I forgot. I need to probably scrub through some super alloy again. Okay, that's good enough. That will work. I guess I better go check this stuff again. Okay, that's not filling up too quickly. Well, how's the cobalt doing? Or, well, uranium. Yeah, uranium, iridium. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're good. For a moment. Cobalt. Iron. Iron finally filling back up. All right. Let me actually get some more power plants done. So I got 29 tree spreaders, but 5 are not actually used. It's just sitting there waiting for this stuff to finish. See if I think I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Let's go check the little base over here. At least she is still thinking. Well, I mean, that's good. It's good that she's still able to think, yeah. All right. Secret base, hidden base. Yeah, I got everything. I got that. Okay, so everything's done here. Still wish you could break down some of the little pieces you find scattered around. I guess they didn't want it to be too much like Subnautica. Oh. A little stutter. Alright. Should be enough. So yeah, getting over here is not going to be the issue. Getting back around in a timely manner. Let's go up and over. Okay. And up. So, guy who was here went to find the meteor crater, and you know, we find the other bases there. Ooh, yeah, something I probably had to abandon at one point because I didn't have room for certain things. Getting ready for winter. I know there's like some quote I could throw in there. I just can't think of the right one at the moment. They're gonna make a base in the crater area. I would say if you're gonna make a base in the crater area, I generally expect it to be at least focused in large part around, of course, the central hill. You know, after everything gets cooled down and the hill is just normal hill, you can, you know, it does look like a big glowing thing of magma. I think, you know, once you get to that point, you gotta build on that. And then maybe expand out to the outer edges. I mean, I like, you know, if we had more of a curved option too, something that made it easier to rotate at a certain angle to kind of follow the outer edge more to the actual shape of the crater itself. I could see like a central tower type thing that like leads down to the water. You got this, you got like your algae production and such there, and then you go up the base, the tower, and the tower is like the hub in a wheel, and you have all these spokes that go out to the outer edges, like maybe like 4 pathways that go out, and then the outer edge is like it rings the crater. That could be a cool base design. We just don't have like the right build options really for that sort of thing. I got more rocket stuff. How about that? Should have actually tossed that in there. All right, iron. Go in there. All right, so that gives me one more. With that, yay! Oh wait, oh I already had it. So okay, so now that was one more. That's 2 more. 3 more. 4 more. 5 more. Right? Yeah, that should be enough for 5 more of those. Grab that one. 5. And grab 5 zeolite. And that's another 5 tree spreaders ready to go. Just need seeds. Alright, so that gets me, that's up 10. That should be, once they're redeployed, that'll be a total of 34. And that should finish off my current load of seeds that are being produced. Yes. I got 5. So let's go take 5 and do something with these 5. There we go. Yeah, I just thought of it. You know, I really should be doing like 6. You're doing it in even numbers, but I can carry enough for 5 items because of how much I can have in my inventory. Look how that's spreading out. Oh wow, those were actually pretty close. I didn't realize they were that close by. All right, it's thinning out here, so we're gonna put 2 here. And thinning out over here, we gotta fill in some of the. This may not actually fill in here because that should be covered by those. And you see, I'm getting no trees. There are some spots where it doesn't matter how you place your tree spreaders, you're not going to get any trees to grow. All right, how's that? Look, it's a nice jungle, nice lush forest type area. Now, the devs give us a way to start making tree seeds, like growing our own, producing them from something else. I'll just go find any place that is an incomplete area, it's just a plain, this is like the edge of the map, but like the void, you just keep going forever. I'll pick one of those. I'll just start building like tree spreaders out further and further and further to see how it looks. All right, that is with the newest addition. You can see the new additions, the difference there, because I don't have the mixture as much. And yeah, some of that should fill in. All right, so we got that. I've got another one right there at the edge. It's gonna go there. I'll just build out that way and into the flat area, which will probably mess something up on an update, but they've got to be planning another biome over there. I gotta do it. They gotta have that. The crater. Oh, you're talking about the meteor field, not the crater itself there, but the meteor field out there. That's what you're talking about, Jenny. Which, I mean, is another good spot. I actually need to see if I can get some more, actually. I gotta let trees go, so I'm gonna, check these really quick. See if there's any containers I missed. I'm not so worried about the water. I'm not worried about that either. I got plenty of food and water. Yep. There you go. There's those coordinates for our base. Look at that. Just excessive resources. Yeah. That's just too many resources to use. We'll go this way. I think I got most of this one. Apparently I did not. Or maybe I had to leave those because of space. Oh, Lerma. See, right there. Lerma. Fertile will help. Yep, that'll help with not having to do as much in the way of algae. Through this maze of passages. Now, took a second for it to be like, oh yeah, we need to turn the power on again. I could have used that last time. That's 5 more rockets right there. Let's see how far over did I get? Oh, way back there. Okay. Osmium, I'm pretty sure I'm overflowing. Right there. Wow, sulfur is filling up. Oh, man. Okay, so I got the fertilizer. Yeah, let's just go toss these in. Toss that one in. Come back for that later. All right, I got me another Tulska seed. That's one of the ones I really needed. Blueprints. Oh, actually... explosive powder. Gotta put explosive powder away. Let me just sort this. Let me get my iPad browser crashed. Or Chrome crashed on my iPad. I gotta That's how I make sure everything's going. Okay. I'm not gonna do the flower seed yet. I got alloy. Need to do that. Yep. I'll need that. This is why I want something where I can just like auto sort lockers on Subnautica, that mod where you just put something in, it automatically sorts it to a locker for you. You know, I don't know. I think internet problems again. Yep. I thought it was fixed. See, nope. It dropped completely this time. I keep saying it's just, that's like it bottoms out on the connection suddenly. And it picks back up like it's fine. Maybe I should do like this one guy did with his, you know, he had to custom code it himself. I have to learn some programming for it, but guy wrote a thing that watched his internet connection, like constantly checked it, and every time his internet connection through, well, just it was Comcast then. I don't think they even had started branding Xfinity. It was, you know, every time it dropped below a certain amount, which is what he was, you know, like they guarantee 80% of it. Anything below 80% of what they say you're supposed to get is outside the normal range. So if you're getting at least 80% of what they advertise, you're considered good. Every time it dropped below that, his little bot would tweet at Comcast saying his connection had dropped, was too slow and not providing what he was supposed to get, what he was paying for. I'm wondering if I could do something like that and just start doing it for mine and be like, yep, problem again, because when he did that, I think it was after like only a couple weeks, they finally sent somebody out there and like completely replaced all of his wiring, like outside the house and everything, because he was tweeting them so much that they could not ignore it anymore. Might use up some of those. I'll save those. Well, I'm going to use that at least. There we go. That'll save me a little bit. 1 and 1. So that's another tree spreader. Check my algae level. Algae is low. Yep, getting low. One of those. One of those. And one of those. I'll place it down. A little too much. I need to bring them back in and get them where it's like that. Like I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I just need it like quick. Put them all in one big pile next to each other. Cuddling for algae production. Okay, maybe there may be something going with OBS too, because I'm looking at OBS and it's either like massively trying to play catch up on some stuff, or it's pushing a much higher video quality level than it's a much higher bit rate than it's supposed to. It is not supposed to be trying to push that high, that as high as it's showing. I mean, it's about 3 times. Showing about 3 times what it's supposed to be pushing out. I wonder if that's having any effect. Maybe I'm overloading my connection for some reason, because OBS is like trying to push too much data. Or it may just be that OBS is trying to least gives me something else. So I did add that other set of 5. And I was at 520 million? I think it was 520 million, or was it 580? Because now we're at 595 million on the oxygen. And really what matters is how fast that number's going up. I mean, pressure is pretty steady. Heat is pretty steady, but it's not a lot. It's the oxygen, which is just jumping high. And that's, yeah. That's what I want to see. Sort everything. All right, so that's 4 of those. That's 5 of those. If I get me another one of those, that's good. And then I got 14 of those. So I have to go find more. Go back to the crater, I guess. Like, it's either my stream starts to lag up or I start seeing buffering on the playback. It's like one or the other is happening almost non-stop now. Gotta get all the secret rooms. Let's see, what's that? What is it? Tree seed soleus. Alright. Well, I got another seed I could throw in there. Yep, I want to say, yep, see it back here again. So, I made my loop around. Got that. Definitely go ahead and take that. And, yep, those. You know, I'll go ahead and get these. I don't have, like, a ton of those at the moment. Yep, okay. You know, I bet my, doing it again. Well, it was bad at the start, got bad at got good for a little while, and now it's back to being apparently really bad on my, connection with its Xfinity dropping. So it's getting to that point. May just have to call it for what it is and be, you know, just this ain't happening today. They're just, Xfinity is not doing their job right now and causing some major headache for me. Oh, wait, I think I had bacteria sample. No, I didn't. I left that one. That was it. That was supposed to powder. The tree seed we can throw in up here. So it counts as part of that. So, yeah, there goes that. Yeah. I mean, it's not good. It's a weak one. But it is still a tree seed. Oh, yeah, fertilizer. Should have done the fertilizer. Actually, let's just take the fertilizer. That's 2 more fertilizer tier 2. Yep. Okay, those. Bunch more rocket engines. That will contribute to my super rocket launch project. I guess we'll have to do like these. There you go. Alright, so that's 5. And of course, you know, gotta keep getting more and more blue chips. Because, you know, it's not like I need that many. It's not like I actually have a place for that many to be put to use. Alright, Alright, sulfur is full. Wonderful. Struggling to get enough sulfur, and now it's filled up. Alright, I need... What does I have? I got that. So that's... Let's do 2 more mutagen and upgrade the fertilizers. Or not for mutagen, that. So that. Okay. So that gives me that for 2 more. That's part of that. Oh, might help if I, yeah. Toss these in. Look at that, full. All right. So I did 1 more down. Yeah, I did 1. So that's 2 more. 3. So that should be enough. Yes. I forgot the other stuff. I keep doing that. I'm so used to like being able to build everything right here. Okay, so that's, I need 1 more, well, I need 4. Need 1. And I need 2, 8, 4. All right, there goes that. Let's get some stuff going so I have the rest of the seeds being processed that are up there right now. That's 10 more, so I need 10 more mutagen very quickly. Hopefully, I mean, that's sulfur, algae. Algae is low. All right, time to go. Grab algae, grab some water. Oh, that just looks so awful. I mean, just piled like that. It was like, it would be like you're looking at something covered in pond scum, honestly, is how that looks with them being so close together. But it just works so much better than having to swim so far between for some of these. Yeah, there's certain things in here you want to place them a certain way because they'll look better, but then you want to place them a different way because they work better that way. That should hopefully be enough. Maybe not, but we'll try. There you go, so that's 5. 5 more mutagen. Took it. Alright, so there goes 1. There goes 1 of those. I need 10 more. Total. That's not enough. I don't think. Doors. Oh, okay, it's methane. Yeah, so. There we go. Okay, so that's the next 10 seeds going. Of course, I actually need 1 more because I had 6 of them. So I might leave that one. It's low power. Let's just take those. That's 5 seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I actually should have just gone to there. Alright, keep going this way. I may actually come back and add in a spreader over there. we go. All right. I'm gonna throw one here, and our C in there. There we go. That absolutely should. I mean, look at that. That's spreading over there, and even over there. It's not spreading up the hill. I'll put here. Just because I want to see how well these work. If they don't work to spread, I guess technically they shouldn't have to work to actually spread trees. That once you put a seed in there, it's already producing oxygen. It's already producing with the plants. Even, well, it's got the growth 1%. I guess 2%. All right, so it is growing. So I guess as long as you get to the full 100% growth, it's fine. It'll keep working. Now, ooh. I got some grass over there. Let's go over here. I want to do that island. Over the flat area. I expect they're going to make this a little bit more contoured than just being flat. All the way over here under the water. Oh, yeah, we're getting into the edge of the map area. Well, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, make sure I don't get my stuff stuck. All right. Let's just see if that actually even spreads over there. Because anytime you get into that really thick haze, you're going too far. So if it works sitting there, still growing, that gives me hope for building off into the distance a little bit further. I mean, this is obviously starting to grow in some here. It's very thin, and it obviously is coming from those. You see, I'm getting nothing up here though, at all. All right. Give that time to fill in. Let me get this stuff sorted away, and I guess then it's a question of I need to check like another. Well, I still have that one some stuff in the crater base I can get. I didn't get everything. There's still a little bit there. I need to check some of the other bases. I need to just go out to the wasteland base too. I did get 5 seed Tusca, which I need for my Twilight Forest theme. Still need to go put some more on that. Finally got that going better. I'll go ahead and take that. Let's go use some iron up real quick. And then I'll go to the wasteland. What'd be the... I'm trying to think best way for me to just go there. In terms of proximity to one of my teleports. I guess it'd be the Waterfalls base would be the best one. Still not a great option, but it's close. Hey, I can see my base in the distance. Yeah, that means once I get some green power plants up here, I should actually be able to see them glittering, hopefully, in the distance from that base. This is the whole point of this. See, it actually snapped right by placing from above. And then that one does that. Ah, come on. Snap correctly. There. One, two, three. Ah, one left. Yeah, look at that. There we go. That's me. Be able to see this hopefully from the other one. Yeah, all right. At least I got that. Ah. Xfinity is just not going to cooperate today. All right. I've got... Oh, if I really need to, I could take some of these out. I don't want to. I still feel like we need a way to produce some of those seeds. You know, stop making it so limited on that. You know, we need a way to produce some of these for all of our tree spreaders. You know. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. Instead of wiggling my way through a certain path, I'll just go around it. And then have it disappear on me, apparently. Okay, apparently I just caused the cliff walls to despawn. So I can just work my way right in here to this. Oh, I am in the cliff. Yeah, hopefully that gets fixed up before full release. Where's I had a... You know, I thought I put... At one point I had... Or maybe I'm thinking my other save. I thought at one point I had a building out here that I could use for oxygen. I must be thinking of my other save that I did before this. Let's check over here. Kind of looks like I haven't even been to this one so far. Yeah, I don't think I actually been to that one before. Now, yeah, I skipped that one. You're not, well, I don't remember what time you said, if you said a time that you were going to be out, Sanchez, but I have not seen Xbox say he's back, so I guess he did not make it back. I don't know how long ago well, no, I can tell you it's been at least 30 minutes, because 30 minutes ago I was checking my time because of how long I was looking to see how long we've been going when it started having, my internet started acting up again. And so that's been 30 minutes. So yeah, Xbox has been gone at least 30 minutes. Will I be getting an RTX 4090? Not anytime soon. I just bought a 3080 Ti and paid a good chunk of money for that too. I'm gonna focus more on upgrading and building a whole new system and then slapping the 3080 Ti into that, and then be done for a while until like maybe we're on the 6000 series or something like that. You know, plus, I mean, they released the 4090s. People like already buying them like crazy, you know. And then there's people even posting like the boxes, like the little the promotional cards, stuff like that on eBay, and you know, doing that whole trick like, oh, it's the thing, and it's an RTX 4090, and then it's got like a little promotional card and like lower layers, and getting people to think they're buying the card and paying a lot of money and getting like just the little promo thing, or getting like a receipt for it. There's already scammers starting to do that stuff, which I think is just extremely distasteful to do that. But you know, then again, there's plenty of really degenerate people in the world. Sort. I'll just toss these in here, but not that. Those. Then we'll have to take some of the engines, the rocket engines, down to store in the other structure below. And I am pretty sure I don't have room. Yep, I'm out of room for sulfur. Okay, I gotta get some water. Another Tusca seed, good. Another one of the Nolas. Yeah, I think I'm going to just end up having to take all of these down below so I can free up that space. Have to make some food soon. Like, you know, in like 3 weeks, I guess. All right, engines. I'll start, you know, we're just gonna be like that. Start filling it in. This is to build my 100 rocket simultaneous launch package. Rocket bouquet of 100 rockets. That's the goal for the next one. Maybe go a little higher. You know, it just depends on if I can actually get it to let me get that many clicks in before it completes the first rocket. And that is a long time to wait, because that's gonna take a while to get some parts put together. Well, those rocket engines are definitely helping. Yeah, I'm gonna need 100 rocket engines. That was not even a single locker full yet. So that means I got, you know, I gotta get, this is 35 per locker. I gotta get at least 2 full lockers, and then all but 1 row on the 3rd one full of engines to do 100 engines in one go, or 100 rockets at a time. So yeah, let's see. Let's get at least something. I can do 1. Yep. Okay. There we go. All right, got that. I know I had, yep, one of those. Let's just see if I can squeak out. Oh, wrong thing. Wrong thing. All right, I'm gonna scrap, or not scrap, deconstruct, recycle some fertilizer. No, I never did look at like a thing of algae. I never like took one of the containers, just threw it down, and like looked at it from like just a laying on the ground type perspective. That could be fun for some decorating if I get one to like stand upright the way I want. Okay. The story is very thin right now. I mean, there's like, you find out that there's other people who have been sent before you, that you know, like one guy, you're finding some of his stuff and following along him, but there's going to be more story being fleshed out with this than what there is now. It's just, we gotta wait on the updates for it. It's not like with Subnautica where you got a lot of the story already kind of done, or especially like Below Zero where they end up changing the story halfway through because, you know, they already pretty much had it fleshed out. This is, this is partially done, mostly focusing on the actual terraformation stuff in the game is what they've been doing. So, now we might be seeing more of the updates where they start to really focus on the story. And I think that's one thing in the next update is we're going to get a lot more story-oriented stuff being introduced. All right, 1, 2, and 3. What? Oh, finally! I finally get a meteor storm, and of course it is super alloy. What? What's with the purple glow there? Why is that glow fading? A little bit, like it was fading. Totally safe while I'm doing just grabbing algae in the middle of a heavy meteor storm. Well, I did not run out of meteors. I was hoping, oh hey, I got amphibians if you can read it, aside from the shaking. Technically, I should have fish. Completely spawned in. I have not heard of the Captain game. It's just called Captain? Or is it the Captain game? Or is it actually the Captain game? Like, I haven't heard of it at all. Yeah, those are going. Those will go in. Wait, I did not bring those back. I did not put those in yet. I got to get 5 of those. So I'm about to have to make a bunch more mutagen too. Yeah, it's just the algae is the bottleneck right now. Even with all I have. Come down, it's just like there's just so much open space where it has not grown in. Maybe I should like create additional storages for algae and just try to get like 3 to 5 of them going and just have them like filled up so I can be, good to go, because I'm gonna need a lot of that for rockets as well, or at least I'm gonna need some of that. Oh, actually, yeah, I think it is. I'm gonna need that, right? It's the mutagen, or the Bacteria samples. One or the other I gotta have for that rocket that I'm gonna do for the oxygen boost. Now we are on our way to amphibians. Which, I mean, granted, whenever they introduce the fish part into the game with an update, I'm sure the level that it was set to is going to lower, and then I'll be suddenly like 60% through amphibians or something like that. It just really depends on how much they lower it. How many did I put down there? I've got 8. I need 2 more. Oh, nice fat red larva. I need 2 more tree spreaders assembled. Let me see how much that used up. Yep, I'm done. Can't do it. Just one of them at this point. Yeah, algae is my bottleneck right now. Once this is done, I should be able to get at least 5 consumed and moved, you know, set up again on the other area. Because that should be finishing. Actually, that should be done now. Yes! Alright, so that's 5 Cernia. Make sure that's the same one I've been doing. Yeah, but no. Alright, so I've got 5 more of those, so I'll do that. That means more fertilizer. Let's see, I've got 43 right now. I got to get supplies for 1 more because I got the seeds being produced for that. So that'll put me at 44 total. So if I get 6 more at this point, which I'm going to do another 5 for the meteor field. So I just need 1 more somewhere. Throw in somewhere with something, you know, just find a spot. And that'll put me at 50 tier 3 tree spreaders. Which, I know those are not really doing anything right now, but oh wow, yeah, I am up a bit. So, I was at 595 million, 500, something like that. Now I'm at 670 million. So, I had to be at like 520 million earlier, something like that. So, this is, with all those rockets, that's making a big difference on my oxygen. And when I finally get around to doing the 100 rocket attempt, that will just massively boost it even further. Okay, so let's go break down 5 of these. We'll go to beach. I'll do some of these over here. You know, actually, I might just... This is where I could do that, like, extra 1. Like that. So I could be standalone just to get a little more filling over in that one little corner there. Alright, so the game is just called The Captain. I'll have to look it up after this. Also have to remember I've got butterfly out here. I need to move them. I'm about to not be able to see them. You know, I can't see some of the stuff through here either. This is turning into a proper jungle styling right here, except for this. You see how much that's filling in right there, and how it's just really spread out. And then you got this right here. It should be completely covered with trees. Should have trees all around it and gain nothing. So there's still just areas where it's right there. It's right there. So this hilltop will not grow any trees. I can understand in some spots saying, oh, it's too steep. Too much of an incline, kind of hard for the tree to properly take hold or something. But, you know, some of this is just, that's a flat hilltop. Why are there no trees there? Yeah, obviously I'm not going to be building in this area anytime soon, if ever. I mean, I may just take the next 5 and go around, because I'm kind of running out, like spreading too far out. I just take the next 5 and go around adding another tree spreader to each pairing. Essentially, let's go look at it. So that's today. There's that hill that it just will not grow on. That's where I think I just put that other one right over there. That's filling. I've just put the ones there and got ones there. So that's the jungle. That's the jungle of this you know, TeamTrees right here. That's what it was about. I got a lot of trees going. And of course I cannot see the scaffolding, but once I get the actual power reactors there, I should be able to see all those. I can see a little bit of some trees over there. I gotta get, yeah, the next batch of trees over there. Let's also, just because I am using up so much of them, I'll take these before I go back. Yeah, even the extra squash. Oh yeah, that's good. That's... Oh wait, what am I doing? I went wrong spot. Wow, I've actually cleared a lot of that. Yeah, I was almost out of eggplant and squash. I may have to start harvesting those other ones a bit more because that was very low. At one point, these were pretty much full, and now they're about empty. Go ahead, throw those in. And I really don't. Like, yeah, I may just move one over here. Beans. How about that? I'm just gonna make this all about the beans. Use up some honey, like I absolutely need to. You know, just here. There's 10 more. 10 more superfood. Okay. Let's check my progress. How's it doing? Okay, 62%. How many is that? 2. Yeah, those are a different type because I was running low on the RC, so I'll mix those in with the existing ones, give a little more variety to the tree cover. Got those. I gotta do at least 5 more mutagen, so that's another 15 algae just for that. Now I get build another 5 tree spreaders after that. And then y'all just need one additional one. I can just throw. I could. Oh, I could go ahead like get another one of those like extra ones. Just throw it in somewhere, and then that will put me at 50 tree spreaders. I think 50. I mean, oh, that. Yeah, nope. Okay, it looks like it may be staying stable again. Yeah, I think 50 tier 3 tree spreaders with good seeds, you know, not like all the best. Obviously, I need to do some more like of the really top tier ones too. I just gotta go find some more of those seeds. I can understand not letting like the Volnus be. Oh, that's why I need to use the Volnus for one. I can understand the Volnus not being one you craft, but some of the others you should be able to craft. I won't go ahead and say that. You should be able to craft some of the others. You know, just see, it makes sense that you'd be able to do that. Alright, there goes one more mutagen. So that gives me. That will be. Oh, I got that extra one there too. Ah, I forgot about that. Okay, that's the extra. I may actually have. I will use the other one because it's a better. It's a higher output, but still at 0.01%. How am I doing? I am up to 745 million with that. Wow. Okay, 745 million. And where was I at? I wasn't even at 6 yet. I know that. I was like 5.90 or something like that? It was like right at the edge of hitting 6. I've already gone up to, I'm hitting 7.5 right now. So yeah, I'm getting a massive boost. I finally used up some power. So that's 43. We'll get 40. We'll get an extra one. That'll be 44. And I'll get the next 5. Or another one I need. Yeah, I gotta build another one down there. Actually, how many more do I gotta build out? I still gotta get 5 more. I need 1 more for this batch, and then or 2 more because I got the extra seed. Yeah, so 1. My brain does not want to do the math today. There, okay. I think I'm probably overflowing my super alloy again. Oh. Let's get 2 of each one. Okay, so that is the 5 I need for the next batch, and then 1 extra for the other single I'm going to throw in somewhere, which is also going to be, those 6 are going to go all together somewhere, and then I'll get another 5 at that point. Plus another random. I use the Volnus for that extra random, yeah. Or I got the RC, so yeah, I could use that one too. Or I might use that. Oh, no. Oh. I got 5. I need to be able to make 5 mutagen. There we go. So that should cover through, yeah. Okay. 5 more mutagen means I have enough seeds that'll get me to 50. I just gotta let them process. Yeah, I say 50, but I'm thinking about it now, like, I know when I do the next batch of rockets, okay, and I'll probably do like 20 just to get myself up to that. Like, I'm at 80 on the oxygen rockets. If I do 20, it'll put me 100. Then I can do the straight 100, and that'll put me at 200 total. I know that's gonna just shoot my oxygen level way up and all that, but I'm kind of tempted just to go ahead and see if I don't make it with this 50 count, what do I need in terms of the tree spreaders? What do I need to add to go ahead and hit that 1 billion mark on my oxygen per second? Come on, we gotta make Dr. Evil happy here. We got, 1 billion oxygen. Alright, you know what? Actually, I'm just gonna pull from resources. There, that gives me 2. There we go. We got 5 more mutagen. Bam! Perfect. Okay, seeds are going to form, or get produced, get spit out there. I just have to worry about getting supplies down to make the actual tree spreaders. And that's it. That's the only thing I gotta worry about now is the tree spreaders. So tree spreaders to get me up to 745 million parts per second. Yeah, can I break 1 billion without having to go over 50? Without having to add any more rockets right now? That's a question. Oh, I got 266.70 kilograms of animal. I'm not producing anything with animals. Like, where are the animal? Is it like me? Am I the animal biomass that's counting? Does it count the player's character for that? All right, you know what? Let's take a quick break. I'm gonna let it sit for a moment. I'm gonna look this game, The Captain, up. How about that? Because I have not heard of The Captain. So I'm gonna look for this game, The Captain. While that goes, you know what? Let's bring Timmy out. Timmy is doing his usual thing of sleeping. He's not being very impressive at the moment. The Captain. No, I have not seen this, but it's an RPG, but it's a side-scrolling type looking thing. It's definitely retro. $20. I don't know. I don't think I could justify that. It is the same developer, it looks like, or at least was it the publisher, because it showed up as part of a bundle for a few games. So it's being published by the publisher for like 7 Billion Humans, World of Goo, which I recognize those games, but it's also by another publisher too. So it's like 2 publishing companies for it. Yeah, that definitely does not look appealing to me. That's just, I'm okay with like the occasional RPG, but side-scrolling like that, definitely not my interest anymore. If I'm going to do a side-scrolling RPG, you know what? I'm going to do like classic, Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I'm going to go old school and do those types of games. Okay? I'm going to go real retro, not faux retro. right, that freed up some space again before stuff overflowed. Let me check. Ooh. Actually catching it in time before stuff which it might be not overflowing so quickly because some stuff may be jammed up with other items already. I might have certain production spots that are already filled and not able to pipe any more items out. Like my sulfur production is probably full, if I had to guess, because the containers upstairs are full. After I was like, I'm not getting enough sulfur, let me add some more production, and bam, I got too much. Ooh, just in time there. Okay, yeah, I've been using, or I used a bunch of aluminum for super alloy rods at one point. So I'm sure that cut me back just enough. Iron, I actually want, oh yeah, look at that. You know, I'm not even like gonna stop with the iron. You know, we're just gonna build high. I gotta let stuff, you know, produce. I gotta get some algae growing. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, just keep building. I might make this like a Tower of Babel type thing, or I just keep building higher and higher. Even if I don't fill it in with the power production, I just keep building the tower higher and higher. We'll see if I can reach a point where it says you can't build anymore. Timmy, he's just doing nothing. Okay, we're gonna go back. The reviews, I didn't even look at the reviews for that. I think it was positive. I don't remember seeing like overwhelmingly positive. Which, you know, that doesn't really necessarily mean something. You don't get overwhelmingly positive if you got like 200 reviews. You know, you got to get a lot of reviews for it to mark as a lot of good reviews for it to say overwhelmingly positive. But, you know, I usually look for the games that get that designation, because when you get that, oh yeah, they got like a ton of great reviews. Not every review is going to be great, but it's like you look at it, it's like, oh, 98% positive reviews, you know, and it's like thousands of reviews. That's a good indicator there on the game. Still doesn't mean the game's for everybody. And in some cases, you know, I get like reviews that are done for a game in early access, which I think are just pointless. I think early access should not allow for any reviews. I think reviews should be for full release games only. Once the game is marked full release, all right, you can turn on reviews for it, because I don't like the whole notion of here goes somebody who writes a bad review about a game saying it's not good, it needs some more time to develop, maybe it'll be good later, I'll come back and update this later, and then they don't come back and update their review. You got a bad review for a game that maybe has completely, you know, redeemed itself, and they just never get back to playing it or even think about the fact that they need to go update the review. I think, you know, early access should not have reviews with it, or at the least, like, here's early access review, and then what happens is when they go full release, it wipes all of the reviews out. you know, clear every review when it goes full release. At the least, do that. So that it's fair evaluations. People say, yeah, it's full release, and it's honestly not ready for full release. You know, they're dropping it full release early for some reason. Wait until they get a few updates out, or you know, it's like somebody can then say, hey, I played this through early access, it's great, full release is even better. Like, that's fine, you know, but I think they need to restrict it or clean it up a bit. Jason is back. I'm blue, dabba deeba dude. I'm not a fan of the osmium storms. Alright. Okay, I got all that done. So how... I've got a total of 6, which is the 6. Oh yeah, that's okay. Let me check to see where I'm at on the seeds. All right, so those, and then Mora, I'll have to go and put to use as well. So that's 5. That's 6. That gets all of these out. Yes. There it goes. That's everything I need for those. And of course, it's gotta be... Okay, it's daytime starting. I was gonna say, it's gonna be nighttime when I go trying to find these tree spreaders in the middle of a thick jungle. Alright, gonna do 1 here. Throw one of these in. Oh, that's, yeah, okay. That'll be a good blend right there. Alright, got 3 over here. And they're not doing very much up this way. Again, it's like there's a cutoff point, I guess, where the trees stop growing. I ended up taking one of those out, moving it. I'll go back down in here, I guess. I think most of these have already been upgraded to at least 2, or some of them are going to be 3. This is a good spot. What game are we talking about? We're talking about The Captain. It's like a side-scrolling RPG, story-driven style thing where you're like a starship captain. Think of it like you're kind of like Captain Kirk, you know, or Captain Picard, whichever trick, you know, preference you have, and you're you know, the captain of the ship. Or, you know, I guess it depends on the size of the ship. You could also be, you know, like in Firefly, it could be, you know, that kind of situation. I know, and I can't remember if they ever actually got it out. Or what happened, but I know at one point Mojang, who created Minecraft, wanted to make, said he was like wanting to make a Firefly themed game, one that would follow like the style of the show, where, you know, people could play and like work together on the ship, so each person could have like a theme of what they do, like they're the engineer, stuff like that. I don't know if they ever got it out, but it was going to be one that was supposed to be kind of like that same visual style as Minecraft. So if you'd be working on a ship and you'd have everybody have their own little jobs to do. That's a lot of trees. And I still have some more to grow in. I can't even see the base anymore. The beachfront base is like not even like really visible. I can see one set of spreaders there. I got that one I put over there. Yeah, I might have to go and throw I don't know where I'm gonna put. I might throw that other one like over in there. I don't know. I gotta get one more out here, and then I got 5. I think, because what was I gotta get? One more out here than 5, and that should put me at 50 tree spreaders. Let me check my numbers. 45. Okay, so I've got everything done. I just gotta get 5 more tree spreaders. That's it. 5 more tier 3 tree spreaders. I got this. We can do it before the 3-hour mark. We're gonna make it to 3 hours despite the internet hiccups. Osmium glowing in the distance. Oh, I got, yeah, that extra 1 there. I just gotta move that one. That's right. So I just need to get the parts together for 5 more, but I still have 1 I need to move from that batch. Okay. Let's go move that one somewhere. And then those, I know where they're going. That's easy placement choice there. And yeah. 50 tier 3 tree spreaders, combined with right now 80 oxygen rockets. Eventually going to be 200. We're getting to 200 on this. I am set. I'm gonna get to 200. I think I'm gonna go for, like, I'm just gonna try to assemble all the equipment I need to make a full 120 rockets in one go, and see if I can, instead of doing 100 in a single go, can I go ahead and make all 120 in a single go, and basically just, let's go above and beyond, good. I don't know if that's specifically like a Star Trek game. It's maybe themed around the idea of like being Star Trek style, like you're a captain of a ship and you got crew and all that. It kind of looked, for what I think I remember seeing on the images, that it looks like it is using some of the same visual styling as like Star Trek, like uniforms and such. I may have to move those, but I'm not gonna play a game just because it's Star Trek. Just like I'm not gonna play a game just because it's Star Wars. It's gotta look interesting, It's gotta be one that, like, okay, that looks interesting, and it's like Star Wars. I don't care about playing one where I'm playing a stormtrooper or playing like Rogue Squadron. Was it Rogue Squadron? Was it N64? That was all right, but you played like the Han Solo type guy, and not the Jedi. I'd rather play the ones like Jedi Academy or something, where you play a Jedi, you can become Sith, whatever. You get to use the special magical abilities. That's the cool ones. If you're gonna play a proper Star Trek themed game, you gotta have to do a lot of exploration type missions that maybe not necessarily the most fun. Some of them are like peace treaty missions, stuff like that, as opposed to just fighting the Borg all the time. Maybe somebody just wants to fight the Borg all the time, they just want to do that. It's the same thing. It's like, do you have to, if you like Star Trek, do you have to buy a Star Trek game that's like a real-time strategy game, like StarCraft meets Star Trek, like that? Like, does that, like, I mean, you may not like real-time strategy games, but there are people who are Trekkies that are gonna buy it just because it's a Star Trek game. I don't do that. I don't buy the game because I like the idea of the game. Okay, let's. I don't think I could get all this out, but it's 1, 2. Actually, I'm gonna use a couple of my current tier 2, my fertilizer got. That's 3. That's 4. Okay. Ooh. That's not enough. I need 12. I have at least 12. And only because I used up some of my existing resources. Alright. Oh, almost there. Star Trek Online. See, that's just one I would not play. You know, it's just like I'm not gonna play an online Star Wars game. Because you know, you're gonna have I see it being too much like if there's you know, you get to be Jedi and Sith, you're gonna have people fighting each other. You're gonna have the same thing with, like, you know, World of Warcraft and other games like that, where people are just like, oh, I finally got to a high level. I'm just gonna mess with noobs. I'm gonna mess with lower level people than me and just, you know, make it so frustrating. And you know, you're harassing them, basically. That's what people are gonna do. They're gonna be people that do that sort of thing. So, like, I played you know, I got Jedi Fallen Order. I got that one because I was like, well, you know, I thought I might get the chance to choose to be a Sith, kind of like, you know, you could choose to turn to the dark side. No, you're Jedi. But still, you know, I'm a Jedi. I get to fight Darth Vader and part of it. You know, you get to use all the Jedi powers or learn Jedi powers, stuff like that. And I was like, all right, you know, I got it, and I like it. You know, it took some adjusting to it. There are some spots where the story is just, the dialogue parts are way too overdone. It's just kind of, it drops you out of the vibe of the game. Or at least to me it did. You know, but overall, I like the game. You know, that said, they did another one. I might not get it, just because I got one already. So Star Trek Online was one of those where, hey, this is gonna be great, and then you get in there and you're like, wow, this isn't that good. Kind of like, you know, No Man's Sky. Initially, when it launched, it was like, this is gonna be great. You can, you know, just keep exploring an ever-growing, procedurally generated galaxy, and then, you know, the worlds are like big, and, you know, people then found out, oh yeah, there's not much going on other than that. You just keep wandering around. It kind of gets boring fast. Now, fortunately, they've added stuff to it. You know, they kept building it up. And, you know, now with the 4.0, they got so much stuff in it, it's really worth playing. But, you know, it comes down to, you know, if the game's boring, or it's not, it doesn't work well, and it needs to be updated. It's just the simple truth. It needs to be updated so it runs better, plays better, gives the players more stuff to do. And now we're waiting on the flowers, or the tree seeds, to process. That's it. Just waiting on trees to process. I am at 847 million. I was at 740. Right? 745, I think it said. And I added 6 new tree spreaders. Tier 3. So if I added 6 and got 100,000, I'm adding another 5. I'm not going to get that 100,000. I'm probably, well, it also goes back to the quality of them. The 5 I'm about to add are all 400% boosted. I might be able to squeak out to that 1 billion mark, which would be cool. Even if I don't do it today, when I add like just the next 20 rockets to get me up to 100 because I'm at 80 on those. I add another 20 rockets there. That's 100,000% boost. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit that 1 billion oxygen parts per second. Look at that. 847,887,616. You think I'd be able to breathe without a helmet on? 35. Okay, that's the last one right there. I always wonder if I add another 20 rockets, that's gonna give me another big boost there. And then when if I do another 120, I go to 200 rockets. That's 200,000% increase on that. I wonder if I could, how much I could do, or how much it would take to get me to 10 billion oxygen per second to break that bar. I mean, I'm gonna break the 1 billion for sure. You know, pretty interesting. I could actually eventually start doing some more stuff with the heat too. I don't have a huge amount of heaters anyway. Oh wow, look, last time I looked was like maybe 30 minutes ago. I was 7.5. Now I'm at 8.6, and when we started we were right before going to 6.0. It's 5.9 something, I think. So this is doing a massive boost right now to this. And I just now the problem of getting enough algae and not running out of seeds. If we start being able to produce seeds through like an update with some new recipes, I may go for like 200 tree spreaders. just everywhere you look, trees, except in some places. Hi, cop. Well, I mean, without the helmet, you need oxygen to breathe, Jason. But right now, it's not implemented in the game where there's a point that you reach breathable atmosphere. It's supposed to get implemented, but I guess they haven't decided where they want to do that. I kind of feel like that should be one of those things where it takes effect when you hit your oxygen to a certain point, not just, oh, my total terraformation index is at this point. I think it should be your oxygen alone hits this point. But you know, the first milestone you get at the beginning of the game, where it tells you get like 175,000, that gets the sky to turn blue. You know, you hit that, but as you're getting close to it, the sky starts to change color, which is why I said earlier, I think what would be a cool feature and also give us something else to put in here, we should have a not rebreather, but think of like the rebreather in Subnautica, like a air filter, air scrubber type thing that you can put on there. And then basically what it does is you unlock that at a certain stage. Like you have to get a really high amount of oxygen. When you unlock it and you build it and install it, it basically acts kind of like how the rebreather does in Subnautica. It lets you, you know, negate a certain effect. So in this case, the air scrubber would decrease the speed at which your oxygen depletes when outside, and it would factor in alongside the stepping towards a fully breathable atmosphere. But at the same time, you know, it would extend your ability to be outside more. Or, you know, same time, I guess they could just do it where as the atmosphere slowly fills in, you can stay outside and breathe more. You don't need to get rid of the oxygen tank entirely at any point, because it should still be required when you're underwater, you know. But Right now, we're just waiting for them to put fish in the game. Can't even get fish yet. Oh, look at that. That's just, yeah, continuing to just shoot up. Now, tree seed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's 5. Let's go get the other spreaders. All right, got my 5 spreaders. Okay, we're going to the beach. And now, gotta find my way over here. And I guess also, if you just didn't want to have to go down there to get the pink butterflies, go looking for them, you're like, I got enough pink butterflies, I'm good. Then you could basically spam, you know, tree spreaders down in the mushroom river and just fill it with other trees so that it just gets, you know, worse and worse. But it might be one of those things because you're above ground, depending on how they treat it, it might not load. You'll get the effect, but not the visual slowness from it by not having them actively loaded until you actually go down there. All right, I'm just gonna have to spread them out a bit, you know. These actually grow in pretty thick without having to double up. That's a good spot. Okay, go too far. See, my Twilight Forest. Yeah, we'll take that. This will be good. One more. Somewhere. All right, now, I can pause for a second. Let me get a drink here. Throat kind of drying out, getting a little scratchy. All right, can I get up here for a good view? Real quick. So yeah, look at that, all that Twilight Forest under the stars. I'm assuming that's the stars. They kind of end there. Could be special dust particulates. Alright, that is a total, grand total now, 50 tier 3 tree spreaders. So let's go back and see how effective that has been. $935 million. Yep, I was off a little bit for that. So yeah, 50 tier 3 tree spreaders. The highest amount of anything built right now. 38 butterfly farms. Not too far off with that. And I still have plenty of power. I don't even know how much I used at the beginning, but it's only gone up like a, you know, small number of thousand. You know, like 3,000 or 4,000, something like that. Let's quick calculate. Energy minus 153 per second. So if I built, I was at 18, I think, when I started. So yeah, 32. That's 4,500, you know, ish. 4,500. Not a huge amount. So yeah. All right, trees. are, I'm really thinking I might just leave all that stuff set up like it is and just start moving some of my production stuff over here. Because, I mean, this, you know, even if I don't want to use the tree seed, I can put the mutagen there and it'll work for the butterflies, you know, or bees, whichever one I need to do on that. I'm gonna have to make some more super alloy rods. I'm gonna end up with so many super alloy rods, I run out of room for that. But yeah, okay, that's 50 tier 3 tree spreaders now in the game. Not really having like noticeably, you know, like bad effects from it. It's not like it's going crazy. I can still do, that's another, well, 10 just if I want to keep it in numbers of 5. That's 10 and that's 20 more I could throw in there if I really want to. But I think I'd be better off just going with the rockets at this point, just getting that 200,000% boost to this. But 935 million oxygen per second. I mean, look at how that's moving. I'm already at over 9 TTI since this started. It's just getting faster and faster. I need to do you know, I need to do a bunch of rocket engines. I could. That's what I can do. I can go ahead and start building some more rocket engines. That'd use some super alloy up. That would free up some space. Let's do that so I don't like overdo it. Well, not yet. I'm thinking that we're probably going to see the next update first before I get to that point, but I can start working towards the necessary stockpile for 120 rockets in one launch. Which it's gonna take a while. That is not gonna be a fast deal. All right, let's now do some rocket engines. Okay. I made it. If I can type. Oh, let's make it match. So that'd be 35, 70, 105, and then partial. There. So if I could fill up, that's 105, then I would need a total of, it'd be 10, 110, 15, 120. Then I have some extra space there for some other stuff that I'll fill across there. Yeah, I'm going for 120 rockets. I've got a lot of engines to make. It also means I probably should check my iridium mine. Make sure it's not locked up. So we still got a few minutes, you know, and internet seems to be a little bit more stable now, so we'll keep going for a few more minutes. Timmy is just like, he's whatever. He's lounging, and he's done with that. Let's see, I got a total of 20 heaters. You know, I launched more rockets than I have heaters. Oh yeah, that filled up. That's definitely slowing things down. So I need iridium rods for each rocket. And yeah, I'll just leave those. And uranium. I may have to go bolster my uranium production up temporarily. Yeah, there we go. So, thinking back to when this update released and the fact that we are just a couple weeks away from Halloween, I would be very surprised if we don't get the next update for this around within the time frame of between now and Halloween. You know, right, probably around Halloween, maybe a little before it. It just seems like a good time. They would be like, hey, happy Halloween, here's an update. Especially if they are adding in some more of the backstory idea, like the alien door, hidden alien stuff. Maybe adding a little bit of like a horror type thing to it with that. It'd be fitting to do that and be like, hey, we're going to do this at Halloween. We're going to release this right before Halloween, so it kind of ties in with Halloween. You know, that would make sense. That would be a good way to do it. But either way, as far as the schedule, I would think we should be seeing the next update by Halloween, or around Halloween time frame. So maybe next update, you know, we get fish, because apparently I am not going any further than 0.01% on the amphibians. I think they just have it like so incredibly high that that's just the minimum it's gonna be. It's like show 0.01% as the starting point, and then it's so high set right now that there's no way I'll get past that for a while. But I should be, you know, either way, I should have fish pretty much just appear in the game whenever that update comes out. So that's that done. Tree seeds are, I still got that. If I don't throw any flower seeds in, I'm good. The mutagen doesn't go in there, it's good. You know, I can still store stuff over here like this, where I'm not just, you know, having it drain. Yeah. So I get to 120 more rockets. This will be well above 1 billion. Possibly over 2 billion at that point. You know, 10, maybe 10 billion. It's all, you know, it's gonna be multiplicative effect. But yeah, look at that. How much that's going right there. Just adding those tree spreaders and launching a bunch of rockets. Now I still have stuff for tree spreaders. Actually, I could do some more rockets for the plants too. Probably should do some butterflies again. Get some more butterfly biomass going. Yeah, plants rocket would kind of help with the biomass, but I mean, well, I'm at 1.9 million per second on the plants. Insects, I'm only at 16,000. And part of that is the, you know, huge boost from the rockets I've launched. We don't have any insect boosting rockets. We need insect boosting rockets. Somebody come up with an idea for an insect spreading rocket and pitch it to the devs. So here's a rocket we can launch to rain down insects through, you know, insect meteors. Insect meteor storm, and it's like it comes in and it's kind of like makes you feel like you're on Clendathu, you know, fighting the arachnids. Maybe too specific of a tie-in right there. Well, you know, if you know, you know. I saw that. Look at my monitors. Boop. 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 I was like, wait, I saw a power symbol there. And I was like, why is that power symbol showing through? Apparently the last monitor, the power monitor, disappears when I get far enough away. But it still shows the symbol, the icon. What are you doing in my base, larva? Yeah, I think I want to move those, my larva production over here. And just make it easier. Yeah, I was placed. Oh, no, I actually am placed. I mean, I was doing stuff here where I was doing the decorative ones, but you know what? See? Butterfly like that. If I take that out, boom. Okay. Star butterfly, star larva, star fertilizer. Already got the, well, star mutagen. Okay. I did oh, wait. Okay, different mod. Different mod that uses the mutagen 1, so it can, I guess, auto deposit in there from something. That's no longer necessary name anyway. So, what was it? I did, okay. Recipe side, okay, which is star larva, because this is for the input larva. And I'm gonna go swap all this around. So we're gonna have that. We'll go ahead and star mutagen here. And star, if I can hit it, flower seed right there. Okay, take that out. That's not input larva. So then that should be outputs, right? Oh wait, star fertilizer. I need to do that. Which actually, oh, you know, why not just, you know, well, mutagen, no, fertilizer, yeah, let's just do this. Let's just add a star here, star fertilizer, star mutagen. That gets me that. So I got the tree root, so it would be larva and flower seed are the only ones I need to worry about then. Then I have outputs on these. So, yeah, star flower seed. Okay, let me move this so I can see it. And then we're going to have output. So let's do, you know, actually I'm going to have to go and fix this because I got the, bees still set to go over there. So I'll need to fix that. So I actually have star silk already done because of one of the other mods for that, the production stuff. So then star tree seed. Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna do the star silk there because if I do that, it's gonna start filling up with more silk there, that type of silk. All right, so that's the butterfly. Those are good. I'm gonna have to break that down. We'll go break that down. Then we got the soleus. We'll just put that there for now. Yep. And so that brings pretty much everything back here. And I should still have at least the mutagen. Already in there, so we got that. We'll throw the fertilizer in there, and then larva. Now this almost makes me feel like I need to reorganize this over here a little differently too. I don't know. I want to think about it. Alright, so that should have pulled. Yep, that pulls. So, yeah. Basically, all that's over here. I can automate it. I just, you know. Oh, yeah, water. Let me get some water and food. So, you know, I have to wait and see what happens. I mean, we got the incubator, which this is not active. So we got the incubator. You know, we're gonna have something similar for fish. I'm assuming just gonna be in the water though. I'll just take that out, and then I'll just have to come here and grab stuff as needed. But let's say maybe we have, maybe it's not even like an incubator type, like, or like an algae farm type thing. Maybe the fish update, we have like an aquarium style thing that's like the incubator. It's an aquarium, so we put the fish eggs in there, they grow in the aquarium, and then we take them out. Like, you know, we're sequencing them in the aquarium, and we take them out and then go put them in the water. Or it could be like the way we had the butterfly larva. We do some kind of gene sequencer for the fish eggs, which creates fish eggs, and then you go put them into a fish farm, like you would like the outdoor farm. It's like a little fish farm, sits in the water and spreads the fish out that way. Could be something like that. That could even be like, you know what? Well, you're not gonna get fish in there, but you know, they could even change it so maybe this is like a combo thing. Or it could just be they take the exact same thing, it's filled with water like an aquarium, and you come here and you got fish eggs that you can sequence. Of course, I'm not sure. I mean, they're gonna have to add some naturally spawning fish eggs then in order to do that. Because you'd be taking the base eggs and using that to sequence a different egg. Yeah, I don't know how they do that. Maybe it just ends up being like an algae thing. You build it, and it's got fish eggs, and it just creates fish, and we don't have, like, different variations on them. Maybe it's just something simpler. Oh, maybe that'll be the next update. Maybe not. Either way, you know, hopefully that will be coming very soon. Look at that. So that's the input. That's the output. Oh, look at that. Lovely abstrus. So yeah, I need algae like crazy again for, I mean, doing stuff with this. I'm gonna have to plan for that. And yeah, I need to just start getting as much as I can in the way of making some rockets in between some sessions of the live stream. Just start to do that. We're gonna get that 200 rocket mark. Just because I want to see if I can do a full 120 rockets in one launch. Because I killed my frame rate with 60 rockets. 120 going double. It's gonna kill my frame rate again. Like, really kill it. May have to make sure that I'm not having internet issues the day we do that. Okay. Well, alright, you know what? We'll do what I haven't done so far. We'll save. Because I haven't saved once. With that said, I am almost at... I've gone up about 4 TTI. In this stream, and it's just going faster now, a lot faster. I mean, I think about 500 million per second when we started, so I've gone close to doubling. I may have been under 500 million. I may actually have doubled. I should have at least doubled my output, because I did more than double my number of tree spreaders. So yeah, that's a big improvement there. I need to go see if I can find some more of the good seeds like those. As well as the rare ones that just spawn in, you have to find. I gotta still try to find some more of those, but yeah, if we can get that, I mean, if I can get that to several billion per second, I mean, you know, every stage after this should be nothing. You know, absolutely nothing to get through it. Oh. Let's go ahead and start wrapping this up with Timmy. Hi, you are awake. And he's like, don't bother me. Timmy. Why are you being so lazy? He's like, I'm sleepy. Oh, I got his Halloween costume. I'll have to, he'll wear it for like our whatever. What day is that? Halloween's a Monday, so in 2 weeks we'll do our Halloween stream. I'll let Timmy wear his costume, but at least we'll show him off in the costume. He might not want to wear it the whole time, but he is a vampire dog. Decide not to make him be a Jedi again this year. He's gonna be a vampire. And it's not like a cheesy, like, oh, he's got some fake teeth or whatever. He's got a big, like, elaborate Dracula frill on the back of it, like almost like the dinosaur in Jurassic Park, the spitter. He's got this big old elaborate frill and cape, cloak type thing. You know, I think I keep saying it makes me think of in the Monster Squad, Dracula's outfit in the Monster Squad when he's got his cape on. That's what it makes me think of. So Timmy's gonna be Tibicula. Let me see if I can find Monster Squad Dracula. Let's see if I'm remembering this right. Okay, his is like, he did have like a frill that came up, like, you know, the collar frill up, you know, the Fawn's kind of look to it. But Timmy's has got like points to it. So his is similar, but not the same. But it's the same color scheme. It's black on the outside, red on the inside. So he's got that same look to it. And then Timmy's little, his little white patch on his chest basically look like he's got the I don't know what you call it, but the fancy, frilly collar thing, you know? Yeah. Timmy's gonna be Dracula, basically. I need to watch that movie again. Monster Squad. That is such a good movie for this time of year. Any time of the year. That's a Halloween. That's a Christmas movie too. You know, it's all, I mean, plenty of red and green in it. You know, green trees, blood. Actually, I don't think there was actually a lot of blood shown in that one. So the Wolfman. You did see the Wolfman get blown apart. There was some blood with that. A creature from the Black Lagoon. A mummy. Frankenstein's monster. Yeah, okay. What are those? I want to say there were some brides of Dracula in there. Like female vampires. I want to say he had that, or he had somebody who was turning into vampires. I feel like there was one other monster, but I can't remember now. Well, the Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, Wolfman, Creature from Black Lagoon. Maybe that was all. Go check out Monster Squad if you haven't seen it before. I know several of you have seen it. You know, several of you. We grew up around the same time. We got to see, you know, the same kind of stuff. Monster Squad is such a good 80s movie right there. When it came out, 87. Released on August 14th, 87. It did not do very well in the box office, apparently. It only made 3.8 million US when it had a budget of 12 million to make it. But it's such a classic now. Everybody likes it now. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Jonathan Grease was the Wolfman. That was an early one for him. He was, oh wow, he was like 30 at that time. He's been in Real Genius. That's the other one I was thinking of. Yeah, okay. And he played the weird guy in Real Genius. What happened? Even Jason stopped typing. Jason, even you were being quiet. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna tickle the ear. What are you doing? Oh, let me tickle that ear. He's like, don't mess with my ear. Anytime he's like, Timmy's got this thing. He will do this to his head if he wants you to pet him, or if he doesn't want you to pet him. It's like you're petting him, swipes you away. You're not petting him, pet my head. Look here. Look up here. Look up here. Look up. Timmy, look up. Look up. Look up. Look. Up here. Up here. Up here. Yeah, you go. See the camera? See the camera? Or you see this? You want this? No? Okay. Yeah, Jenny, she probably went to get snacks. And then started snacking and realized she did other snacks. And then she got enough snacks. And she probably started playing in Planet Crafter, working on her base in the meteor field. Because she was in there thinking so hard about it earlier. Oh yeah, Planet Crafter dev log number 2. So yeah, that's big update, adding more lore to the game, more information about the world, Sentinel Core, Riley, who's been on the planet already, anything lying beneath the sand in the caves, and it shows like an elaborate like stone type structure, like carved stone doorway and hall type thing. So yeah, we're gonna get some more of that next time. Not saying it's definitely going to give us fish yet, but I hope we get at least something on that, because we do need another milestone, because right now I'm tapped out of the milestones. Wouldn't hurt to have a couple more things in terms of the buildables beyond that. I have played for 99 hours in the game. That's total. Haven't even made it past 100 hours yet. Let's see. They got Planet Crafter right now. All reviews total. They got 12,886. 96% of them are positive. We asked if it's gonna be as successful as Subnautica. Let's just compare for the number of reviews. Get an idea. Subnautica, overwhelmingly positive for original game. 186,009 user reviews. 96% positive. So again, if you like Subnautica, but you like the danger part of it, Planet Crafter might be for you, might not be, because there's not any real danger in it right now. If they add danger to it, sure, I can see more people wanting to check it out as well. It's, Planet Crafter is way lower right now, like just a fraction of what Subnautica has in terms of reviews, but they are both at 96% overall on all reviews. So, it's getting very good reception. It just comes down to the playstyle. I think there's going to be people that don't want to play it because there's no real threat. So, what am I playing next week? I don't know. I got to figure out if I've got anything else I can do in Planet Crafter at the moment, or just wait for the next update. Maybe I get a key sent to me for some new game to check out. I don't know. We might have to wait and see. That would be kind of a, it's just up to what happens this week. Maybe I do get like an invite for a new game. I don't have any current ones waiting. I kind of feel like sticking with the Planet Crafter right now, but it also just depends on what's going on. Maybe it's worth going back to look at, No Man's Sky a little bit. They got the 4.0 update. Basically now so many updates and expansions to it that it's also 50% off right now, so good time to get it again for $30. A lot of content now for $30 in that game, but same thing, a lot of content in Ark for $30. That's why I find it hard to some of these games that you're not gonna get 200 hours out of it to pay $35-$40 for, when you could pay half of that for something and get way more game time out of it. That's why I think Planet Crafter will be one of those games that you can get a good bit of game time out of it. Because even if you get to the maximum terraformation stage, when the ultimate end of the game, unless there's like a defined story that times you to a certain point where it ends, or you hit a certain milestone and bam, the game's over, you get an ending sequence, it should be open-ended, in my opinion. That means when you get to the open-ended part, you just keep building. Just keep doing what you want. Foundry. No, I have not checked out Foundry. I'm checking it right now. Cannon Foundry Simulator. All right, so another simulator game to, for a place that makes cannons. Similar to 7 Days to Die. I don't know how this looks similar to 7 Days to Die. Build a factory in an infinite simulated voxel world. Mine resources, craft machinery, automate your research progress. And then you do logistic challenge by playing and building a conveyor belt and pipe network and complex power system. I see you got some explosions. Terrain gets kind of that Minecrafty look to it, but you don't get the blocky look on all the building stuff. But yeah, it looks like it's satisfactory with the graphics turned down to closer to like a Minecraft, or I would say even like a Mechanica style level. I mean, it still looks better than either of those games, but it's not as graphically involved as Satisfactory. I think this is one, if I got it, and there's a demo for it, so we could do that. I might consider it. But this looks like one that if I was to buy it, I would get 10 or 20 hours into a game save, and they'd be like, okay, I'm done. I don't know how it's similar to 7 Days to Die. That's what Steam says. It's similar to 7 Days to Die. That is what it says for me, that it is similar to that. It says it's similar to Timberborn, which I can get that part. Timberborn's got some of that same stuff where you're, a city builder management, but this is a factory builder management type game, and I'm not really a big fan on the factory games. It's just not, I can't get that far into them. I don't want to sit there and scratch my head for that long and have to sit there and go through some crazy formula to try to optimize my factory a certain way and do all this and just keep having to rebuild stuff. It's like Minecraft. You go build a farm, you might tear it down and rebuild it bigger and better, but once you get to a certain point, you don't touch it again, unless you just need to expand on it and get a huge, I build a simple chicken farm just to get me going at the beginning of the game, and then I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna build this elaborate chicken farm that is going to automatically sort, take the eggs and send them right back through a launcher, just automatically as the egg goes through the system, it gets sent back out and hatched, And then when I decide to go in and kill them, and or I, then I can say, if I want to do it as an XP thing, here's a switch, turn it off, stops firing the eggs, lets them stockpile. I go in with a potion, kill all the chickens, get tons of experience points. The feathers and chicken are sorted out separately. You get into this elaborate system that lets you, it takes a lot of work to put it together, but once you're done with it, the chicken farm's done. It's not a case of, oh, great, I got this upgrade, I gotta go redo this now because I got a faster conveyor belt, and now I got a faster, drill or whatever. It'd be like Minecraft saying, oh, you just unlocked or you just found the resource you need to now make a tier 2 hopper, then a tier 3 hopper, a tier 2 dispenser. You'd have to go back and redo some things, and then you got to balance out the pacing of it. Yeah, that's why I can't get that far into any kind of factory games. That's why I won't do any content for Satisfactory, because I'll get to the point I'm like, okay, that's it. That's all I can handle. That's way too much, like, having to really dive in and think just to play the game. It's not a case of I want to build this really elaborate melon farm in Minecraft just to show it off. This is if you want to even progress to the next stage, you've got to build some kind of elaborate factory system to produce enough items to unlock the next tier. I just can't get into those. Looking for other ones, see what's new. Has anybody played My Time at Sandrock? That looks like another interesting one. It's a farming game, a farming simulator type game. Not like, it's not VR sim, but it's like, think of it, it's a 3D version of maybe, say, what was it? Stardew Valley. It's kind of like that. It's a sandbox, life sim, building, farming sim, RPG. It's basically like a more 3D variation of Stardew Valley. Hit early access back in May. And it's got good reviews, 86% positive overall. It's got 8,240 reviews. Is this game relevant to you? Similar to games you play, Stardew Valley, and similar to 7 Days to Die, because it is a sandbox building sim, I guess. I was just wondering if anybody had actually played it. I mean, it's definitely, it's got cartoonish visuals, but hey, Stardew Valley has retro, Nintendo, Super Nintendo style visuals. Sometimes that works. It does make me think also in a way of No Place Like Home. That one we checked out a while back. It's the same kind of thing. You place down plots, you place like a plant here, you come back, harvest it, stuff like that. So I saw that one, and I was like, I wonder if that's any good. There's another one, Dinkum, that looks almost the same, and it's Dinkum, and apparently that is a term in Australia, or some kind of like slang term, I guess, in Australia, because it's an Australia game, and apparently it takes place in Australia. That's like part of the theme is, I guess, stuff with Australia, but it looks kind of the same as that. It's just, it's called Dinkum, and I just can't get past that name. It's like, it just seems like a silly name for the game, which means it's gonna be just a silly game. Like Animal Crossing, but on PC. Okay. Then I don't know. That might not be for me. I'm actually really interested in that Forever Skies that I just did the demo playthrough on this week's video. I am very interested in that one. I'm looking forward to that, especially as that game gets optimized. I really did not get enough time to really build much on the ship and start to really build out. And I'm looking at the video demo stuff they have, like their promo stuff. And it's definitely got some stuff that's like a touch of really Planet Nomads. I was gonna say Nomad Sky. I was like, that's not it. Planet Nomads. You got like, oh yeah, you get this little stasis chamber that heals you, lets you sleep. It does have a handheld deconstructor. Apparently there's like stuff you can use like repairing. It looks like they're gonna have multiplayer at some point, possibly. And you're actually gonna be able to like really build up your ship and expand on it, so you have basically a mobile base. I do kind of like the fact that it is like entirely focused around the mobile base part of it, and not just being like you're gonna build a base, then you go somewhere and build like, maybe you do get to build like a little base, because there is some farming type elements, it looks like, in a way, other than the insects that you're supposed to collect and eat. But yeah, that one, it's not even early access yet, and it plays better than some games I played at full release when they first came out. The timer was just the demo, Jenny, apparently. Like, once you hit a certain point, it started timing the demo. So it's just like, and I guess because you could just keep roaming on and on and on forever if you really wanted to. I guess instead of having where you just keep going, and at some point you reach an edge of a map, they just set a timer on the demo so that you play it, and then you get done with the timer, and it's like, oh, well, demo's over. Okay, so you know that's the point of a demo. Get you a taste, and then when they release it, you have it, and it says 2022, so that should be by end of the year. I would like to see it come out soon. I'm very interested in that one. I think that's going to end up being a really good one. Kind of like Subnautica on a planet where we're not just worried about water, and you know, we basically have a submarine in the sky. It's a Cyclops in the sky, and we just fly around. Hey, Raymond. I hope it's not a timed game, because if it is a timed game, then, I mean, if it is timed, it would make sense to a degree that you've got this virus you're supposed to help get the cure for. But I'm going to say this. I hope maybe if Dev hears this, you know, that could be a very bad thing, because the forest, one of the reasons the forest did so well was it was open-ended. You take all the time you want, build all you want. You were not stressed to accomplish it within a certain amount of time, despite the fact, and this reason I did a whole playthrough of it with this in mind. Your son is missing you crash land on this island or this place, you know, your son's missing. You see some guy painted in red take your son, whether that was like a dream hallucination type thing or whatever, you don't know for sure. But you're not going to sit there and stop saying, oh, you know what? Kid's fine. Kid's name was Timmy, so Timmy's fine. He can survive on his own. Now, he's got some guy that's painted red looking after him, possibly. I'm just going to go build me this big, elaborate fortress because I got time. You know, that is a game that should have had a timed element to it. It should have been like you need to save him by a certain time, or there should have been more of a sense of urgency for it. But if it had had that, it would not have done as well as a game, because it would have been like, what's the point of all this building if we need to rush through and get to this? So I really hope Forever Skies does not have a timer. I'm really hoping that it's just the demo, so you get that taste, and then the final game will be no timing, because that's also one of the big drawbacks that why Icarus gets a lot of negative reviews all about the same thing. Like I said, it doesn't make sense to have so many build options to let you go and do so much in building, and then you leave it behind where you have a set timer. You have to be done in this time to complete the mission, and when you complete the mission, you lose all your stuff back on the planet. You know, that was such a bad idea that it's just like, I could get the timed missions, then ditch all the crazy tiers of building materials, all the stuff you have to rank up, just your basic build, what you did, or you get sent down with certain things. Maybe as you complete certain milestones in the quest, they airdrop, supply drop something for you. And that would make more sense for a timed mission type thing. Not having an open to build, do whatever kind of thing. If you do that, then what's the point of doing all the building, all the crafting, the progression part of it, if you are just doing, you're limited by that timer, and then when the timer's up, you leave, and all your stuff's gone. That's why Icarus is sitting there at 65% positive rating. Because you see it again and again, people saying it would be so great if they got rid of the timer. And if you could go back to your stuff. So if Forever Skies throws a timer in there, I think that's going to hurt them a lot. It's going to be one of those things like you don't get the choice to just keep roaming around and trying to build more in your spaceship, or your floating ship, It's just, if you do that, you're limiting the gameplay value to the players. Because it's not a, you gotta get this done with a certain amount of time type mission. If you're gonna do that, you do little missions with timers. Like, you gotta get this there. Otherwise, like Grand Theft Auto, you're gonna have some kind of mission. You gotta get over there within a certain time period to get this done. You gotta get there before they get there. You got a timer. Not in a building game where you have a lot of building options. Doesn't make sense. Timers are just too restrictive in games like that. It's Minecraft. Imagine if you had to complete the game, killing the Ender Dragon and completing a story within a certain time frame. And then that's it. If you don't do it in that time frame, game over. You do it in the time frame, game over. You win the game, but you have very little incentive to do big builds. Yeah. All right, bye, Jenny. Thanks for hanging out. Raymond, would I want a Cyclops dock to ditch the power cell chargers? Honestly, I like it better when I use the mod for the Cyclops upgrades, like a solar charger. Just throw like 4 or 6 solar chargers on there, and then like a couple of thermal chargers. If you're too deep, you go to a hotspot. If you're, not too deep, you just park at the surface. Recharges perfectly fine. Use ion power cells. You're good to go. That's what I would do. That's what I did. So that's what I would suggest, Raymond. If you're going to do it, especially, modded. If you're talking about having a game, update that includes the Cyclops dock, I think it would have to be kind of similar to the mod that came out for that, where somebody made a mod and it's like basically you go up and it parks over and the hatch locks together and then it's charging through that interconnection. But you basically open the hatch and go down. And it's not like an actual big structure that you go and park inside. It's not a docking area for a submarine like in the gun platform base. I could go for, something integrated into the game like that. But honestly, the Cyclops, I mean, I'm happy with just doing like mods with the solar charger, or you just go in there with the thermal and make sure you park at a hotspot. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up now. Timmy, what do you think? What was that? I didn't hear anything. You want to wrap it up? You want to go outside, go pee? You need to go pee? Huh? Or you don't want belly scratch? The belly scratch. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. Again, I don't know what we'll do next week. Right now, just plan on it being another Saturday, like Planet Crafter Saturday. If we get an update from Planet Crafter, obviously we got to do Planet Crafter. If there's no update, and maybe I get an offer for some other game to check out, we might check out a different game. But right now, it'll probably just be Planet Crafter next week, honestly. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up for today. Have a good rest of your Saturday, good rest of your weekend, good coming week. Be healthy, be safe. Xbox, get your sleep. You need sleep, Xbox. And yeah, Timmy is like, he's just now like all excited, wagging his tail. Right? You ready to go? Yeah, you want to go outside? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you twitching? You just shaking? Like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go outside. You wanna go pee? You gonna go pee outside? High five. High five. Come on, high five it. High five it. Or stretch. All right, he's just like, I'm stretching. All right. Yeah, we got. You want to say? Come here. Nope. Oh. He don't want to pop up and say goodbye. He just wants to go outside. So we'll see you next time. Have a good day, and thanks for watching.